horizon that we're seeing is not physical. It's
No,
refracted.
nothing. You right. Hold your hand out in front of you. Is that your physical hand you're seeing?
Correct.
No, it's not. Hold your hand out in front of you. Is that your physical hand you're seeing?
Correct.
No, it's not. Hold your hand out in front of you. Is that your physical hand you're seeing?
Correct.
No, it's not.
Hey, what's up out there, guys? Welcome to the show. Had a great one lined up for you today. If you'd like to support this channel, as usual, there are PayPal and Patreon links in the info box below. Let's check in on Discord, see if Betty, the beautiful Betty Van Velsen, might be out there. She's going to take the con and get the final thoughts and make it snappy, Betty.
Yep, there is the beautiful Betty Van Velsen. Yay, it's me. Again, with the final thoughts. Well, it was a short show, but really nice to be here. Thank you for all people present. Over to you.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up. It's been an interesting show. Looking down here at 68 degrees Fahrenheit and sunny. So, yeah.
I thought this was just a weather channel, but no, right?
Yeah, it was a food channel, but now it's a weather channel. It says 68 degrees.
And next it's a bow archery channel, right?
I don't know about all that. We might touch on it every now and again, though.
But you don't want to be like in the picture in the sense of you shooting and hitting targets and stuff.
No, that's not going to be the show. No, that's just ancillary to me.
Okay, so no Cinderella boy.
Yeah, I had to show you what that was. That's too funny. Yeah, I had a little fun with it. I took a little bit of, I used a little bit of artistic license with that.
Yeah, you did.
No, nobody's going to see that out there, though. I'm not going to play that.
Well, I have the footage, so
yeah, that's nice. Right. You do have the footage, but I have control of the show.
yeah. Well, there's other ways to get things out.
Yeah. How? Oh, you wouldn't.
It would be so much fun, but I won't.
It would be a lot of fun, wouldn't it? Of course, I don't think it would be all that bad, but I don't think we want to put out a personal video of mine.
No, I don't want to dox you, guy.
I get enough doxing through the years, right?
I think there's many people that want to go to your doorstep and put the gun at your head, maybe.
You think? Why would they want to do that?
Oh yeah, got these crazy people, and they sort of like their fantasies, and when you break their fantasies, it's like
Well, no need to get upset.
Over a little controversy.
Just take a chill, man. Just relax.
Relax. Somebody says in the chat, "Is this physical QE live I'm watching?"
Yeah, it is. I seen his post.
It's a yes, but not for long. So stay tuned.
Yeah, we're part of the NFL. Not for long. What else is going on out there? I didn't look in Discord again. Oh, it's just us three. Hey, Neil, what's going on, man?
Is he there?
Yeah, he's there. I just talked to him a few minutes ago.
Yeah, but he's also busy from time to time.
Yeah, there's a lot of people busy today. It seems that everyone took a little vacation today, but I understand that because we're heading into spring, right? I don't know if their weather's
Come on, it's not that far into spring yet. So
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. Okay, I'll tell you after you're done. Go ahead and finish.
Yeah, I was trying to search the word for like these young animals or these sort of like animals that are falling in love with each other and getting new born babies and stuff.
What in the world?
That's spring, right? Little deer and being born, little sheep being born, cows, whatever, all that sort of stuff.
Falling in love?
Yeah, that had to be first. I think that animals can fall in love. Yeah.
So that's a rule. That has to be first. Can you show us cows falling in love?
No, not cows. Cows with bulls, of course.
Okay, forgive me. I should have been.
I know Cinderella boy, but there's no like rainbow cow out there.
This is going downhill.
It's going to be a real snappy show.
Yeah, it is. This is bad, dude. Who's out there listening? Is there anyone listening? Hold on.
Yeah.
20 lucky people. Boy, you're just breaking the doors down.
Well, I think that many people, you should think that they are now sort of getting used to the idea that you're having an early show, right? But I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. And plus, like I said, this isn't, the 68 degrees Fahrenheit and sunny. This isn't just a local phenomena. This is happening regionally across the United States, except for the West Coast. So from the central U.S. to the east, it's looking good. Here, it's going to be looking good for the next few days. So that is tomorrow. We're talking 75 degrees tomorrow and sunny. So that's Wednesday, Thursday, more or less a mirror image of Wednesday, and even Friday. So,
yeah, well, good times are coming. It's like,
yeah. Yeah. So that takes a good part of the population. I'm not saying that's because nobody's here. I mean, it's just the way it is.
Well, and isn't the flat Earth debate basically over?
Yes.
To conclude that.
Yes.
So what are you gonna do?
Well, there's continually new people coming in, so I will continue down the road. The wheels have come off the ball-tards completely. If you would just look in your chat for the past, I would say you can go to about 8 weeks, but fairly recently, the wheels have completely come off the ball-tards. They are abject. If you thought, if you said QE, I don't think that these people are actually retarded. You go into Betty's chat, and it's over. They're retards. You'll walk away shaking your head because it's gotten stupid.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Triangles now, huh?
It's a try. I'll just post triangles. Heck with it. Just trigger them.
I don't know if they know what bicycles are too now, because they might be not knowing what they have to transport themselves with.
Well, it started with Bob, the pseudo-science fallacy fuckwit guy with the circles. He didn't know what a circle was, and it snowballed after that.
Yeah.
Buddy.
Well, I listened to the presentation a little bit that 10th Man gave. On which channel was that? It was 24/7, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, I seem to forget all these channels. It's too many. But okay, yeah, and he went through a lot of these slides and stuff, and I thought, what do these things look like? They make these nice presentations so that you can sort of see what they mean. And what struck me as odd was like, they are basically representing the flat Earth model with a dome over it.
Yes, you got it. Yes. Yep. Yeah.
And isn't that funny?
Yes, and it's so. Go ahead.
Yeah, they know the zenith of or the middle of the Earth or something. And they presume that, right? Presume. How do you say that?
Presume.
Yeah. Well.
Presuppose.
That, yeah. Don't they?
They presuppose that they're at the center of the Earth. Yeah.
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 Unbelievable.
Yeah. I guess they get down to the center of the Earth. They pull their sextants out. I don't know. You're gonna have to ask them because I'm lost.
Yeah. And they call us like we are not for the heliocentric thing, right? Because they say that if you are like geocentric, that you are also egocentric because everything revolves around you. Right?
Yeah, geo and egocentric. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I think, well, you point yourself at the middle of the Earth too, in every way. So
yeah,
like,
that's right. That's yeah, it's a train wreck, isn't it? Yeah, they literally do it.
Yeah, double speak everywhere you go.
It's a double speak. Yeah, exactly. It's contradiction after contradiction after paradox. These are rudimentary topics too. So there's no hiding. There's no color commentary that you can provide. Any feigned exasperations that you can provide, Baltars, are going to get you out of this. It's not happening. It's done. I'm going to show you too here in a few minutes. We'll wait till a couple more people get in here and I'll show you. I'm going to do 2 small blocks of instruction. One block of instruction is for all flat earthers and 3rd grade geometry graduates. That'll be one small presentation. And then the other presentation
That's a small amount of people.
the other presentation is just for the Baltards. It's real short. They know all about short.
Well, you know how their attention span is, so maybe you put that first instead of the other one.
Nah, I'm going to start. Yeah, that's true, but maybe they're not watching. Maybe their buddies will call them now.
Do you think that they will sit through the whole show and you like calling them numpties and whatever, and then get a block of instruction too?
Nah, I'm not going to call them numpties.
I mean, you saw the thumbnail, right? I mean, that's like these people that are like sleeping in the classroom.
They used to be Sleeping Warrior over there.
Don't do that. He's in chat. Don't offend him.
We requisitioned him. We requisitioned that. It's probably copyright.
Come on.
Where does these go?
This one didn't have disease.
You know what? I noticed that earlier and it pissed me off. Where are the Z's?
Yeah, the thing is, this one I sent you first, and then the other 3. So, and once I already sent it, I thought, well, heck with disease.
Because it shows him almost leaning back and laughing. I don't know. It's just you got to put the Z's.
He has his eyes closed. You can see that, right? And look at this whole like lame. Like I'm out.
All right, his body posture is what you're going for here.
Right? With his back at the whiteboard.
Okay, so I can say it now. Is his body posture giving it away?
Yeah, because he's with his back against the board.
I got you. All right, fair enough.
He doesn't even look at it. He's his eyes closed and his mouth is like gasping open, like ugh, like that.
Yeah. So you're saying the Z's would be redundant?
I can make it with disease and you can replace him later. Okay?
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
Now it's not all of a sudden not a big deal.
You explained it well. Hey, Whiskey Shaman, thanks for that super chat. The Z is adjacent to theta. Yeah, good one.
The Z.
Yeah. Yeah. I as soon as he posted it, I said, yeah.
Yeah, now I know why I needed to add the Z. From
Yeah.
Zenith, of course.
Yeah, that would have confused. I guess that would have confused people because you got I didn't look over there. You're right because it has parentheses Z. Yeah, geez. They're just reaching for anything. Oh, we got some people in here now. Hey.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, my door's opening.
Yeah.
1 second.
The door's opening.
Somebody must have snuck out. Yeah, the door. It got a little creak in the door. And the family was saying, well, why don't you fix that? I said, I like that little creak in that door.
It cracks you up, the creak, huh?
No, it doesn't crack me up. It lets me know when it opens.
I know. That's what cracks me up.
Yeah, so I thought about it. I said, I should fix that. And then I thought some more and I said, nah, I like that.
I think it's better sometimes certain noises in the house that you know specifically where it's at. Right?
Yeah.
When someone stands in a certain place or whatever. It's also against thieves maybe later on. Right?
Exactly.
You never know. Yeah. Then you can get your pistoltje and just
The pistolcha, no, I'd snatch the bow. I mean, I don't know. There's something about that. A gun is so, it's like, yeah, okay, I know what's going to happen. But a bow? There's something about that arrow. Just on the business end of that thing, nah.
Yeah, but I mean, would you have a person stuck on the business end of the thing?
Would you have a person stuck on the business end of an arrow?
Yeah. Like shoot him, like a thief, shoot him and see that arrow like stuck in his body. Like nasty. Right?
Yeah, that wouldn't be good. It'd be worse for him, but yeah, it wouldn't be nice.
I mean, with a bullet, at least you don't see what you've done.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah. You can sort of like, okay, maybe the blood trail gives it away, but
I don't know.
That's another topic because this one is not that good.
It's not that good. I don't know. Even when I was a kid, watching the cowboy and Indian movies, and they would stick, the Indians would stick them with the arrows. I'd wince.
Mm.
Right. So I remember that. Yeah.
I had some toys, some play toys with Indians and cowboys, and I always wanted the Indians to win somehow.
Yeah, they did sometimes. That's General Custer.
I don't know. Is he still around?
Not without some serious smelling salts and a really big friggin' heater.
Do you even know where he's buried? Is there a burial place that he's at?
You know what? You just never know where we're going to go on this show. I do not. So we will find out. General Custer. Burial. Right? Burial place. Burial place? Yeah. It's somewhere. I'm sure they got it. He's in West Point. He was a West Point graduate, so he's buried there.
Okay.
That's in New York.
Okay, so why would he be buried there, not with maybe close to his family or whatever?
That's probably his family made that decision. I don't know.
Maybe because he's a hero or something.
You'd have to ask him.
Mm.
And that gets us back to the other reason or rationale. It's one big circle.
Yep.
All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, yeah, so we're not dragging this out. Let's get right into it, right? Let me see what I got here.
All right.
So everyone knows what we're talking about, right? We're talking about, the conversation's been, especially on my side, is elevation angles, right? It seems that people are having a difficult time with this subject, but I'm just going to give this to the flat earthers and third grade geometry graduates. This is for you. And then you can use this when you're in like a crowd of ballers or you got people listening. You could still use this. I'm not saying you can't. But this isn't for them because they don't know what triangles are or trigonometry or circles or geometry. So this isn't for them. Let's check this out. So I was running. If you haven't heard the story by now, there are no triangles in celestial navigation. If I can say that as like the slogan for the globetards at this current time, I mean, I must have heard this. I'm not making this up, people. So it must have been written to me in the past week over 100 times. It's probably way over that. So I may be lowballing this, But yes, there are no triangles in celestial navigation. Well, we all know, hopefully by now, that a sextant measures elevation angles, right? So all you got to do is let your fingers do the walking, a quick Google search, and you're going to come up with repeated versions of what an elevation angle is. It's not a secret. You don't have to go to a mystery school to unveil this knowledge. So we're going to go to radartutorial.eu. These guys are professionals. They know what they're doing, right? So all I did was punch in elevation angle. So what does this say? So an elevation angle, I'm right over here in the left-hand corner, guys. In the Western world, we read left to right. Measurement of elevation angle. Elevation angle is the angle between the horizontal plane. See, it's over. I can stop right there. Prosecution rats. That's it. I won't stop, but I could. So the elevation angle is the angle between the horizontal plane and the line of sight. Duh. Measured in the vertical plane. Duh. The reference direction, i.e. an elevation angle of 0 degrees, is a horizontal line, again, ending. Anytime you see horizontal, it's over. In the direction to the horizon. Wow, that's getting a bit redundant. Starting from the antenna. And as an ancillary bonus prize, they give a figure so we can view it. So all we do is go over here to the right. What does this look to you? What does that look like? I don't know, but that looks like a right angle triangle to me. I'm just spitballing, right? You see epsilon here? You see this straight line? That's the horizontal plane and the plane. This makes a right angle right there. See, this is a right angle triangle with an elevation angle. Just as simple as that. Is that not enough for you? Probably not. All right. From Math Space, let's take a look at this. And this is from the IGCSE 2021 edition. 16.02. Angles of elevation and depression. Let's see what they got here. Lesson. One aspect of applying mathematics to the real world is coming up with names for all the different measurements, so that we can keep track of what all our numbers mean. Now, that would be a good thing. Angles of elevation and depression are the angles between objects at different heights. Makes sense. So let's see what they got to say. Elevation and depression. Oh, this is bad news for you, Baltard. That's why I said don't look at this presentation. Just turn away, call your therapist. This is for flat earthers and third-grade geometry graduates. Elevation and depression. An angle of elevation is the angle from the lower object to the higher one, while an angle of depression is the angle from the higher object to the lower one. Both angles are measured with respect to what? Horizontal plane. Yeah, it's all over right there of the reference object. And there's a special bonus here. What's this look like to you? Does it look like a right angle triangle? Funny thing about that, why are they doing this? I don't know. I mean, it's over. It's all over. You can't get an elevation angle with this line, the adjacent in this particular case, curved. Now, if you remember back to the first question that I asked, how can you acquire an elevation angle whilst having a curved baseline, i.e. curved adjacent, on a sphere? That was the original question so many months ago. So I had it in that question. So what I'm going to do, because Baltards, I know you don't understand what triangles are. And even if they show it right here, you just, the base, I showed this, not this particular one, but other ones. And what I've gotten back is, nuh-uh. I'm serious. Nuh-uh. I'm just not making that up. It was nuh-uh. So I'm just going to go back, run back to mama and go with your block of instruction. And that is, for you baltards out there, how do you get an elevation angle from a curved baseline? That's the question. We're not going into adjacents. That gets you confused. Right? We'll just stick with the curved baseline and prosecution rests. That's it. Told you that'd be quick. Any questions?
From me?
Well, who the hell else is there?
Well, I got Neil. Maybe Neil has some questions to ask.
Yo, 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 what's happening? Who's gonna be knocking at my door?
Thanks for paying
Neil,
close
Neil,
attention. Oh my God.
My network is on. I gotta check out.
All right,
He's
let me check.
checking out.
Let me check out in chat.
Check out the chat.
Yeah, I've been told that I don't check that chat out enough.
Oh, but Nathan says you may begin, so it's only now that
I may begin. You want me to do it all over again?
I think you're about to shut up and put the outro in, huh?
Yeah, I should do that, but I'm not going. Since there's 40 people in here, I'm not going to do that. Get it down to 35. We're out of here. Yeah. No, we're not going to leave just yet. Did Nathan catch that little block of instruction or no? Did he just post that?
Yeah, it's just there. Well, it doesn't say that he didn't listen before, right? But
all right, let's ask him. Nathan, did you see my little block of instruction? It was only like 3 minutes. Yay?
yeah, and subscribe to Nathan Oakley's channel, like Nathan Oakley 1980, right? For the flat Earth debate
Yes.
shows every day. Because otherwise he comes in just to promote his channel.
Yeah, that happens.
That happens. Huh?
Yeah, so in other words, that curved baseline, you must be able to show an elevation angle off a curved baseline, which is nonsensical, right? It's a train wreck, geometrically speaking. It's not going to happen. No, Nathan says no, but I can imagine it. Yeah, it was pretty good. It was short. Kiefer Green, thanks, man. If you don't draw, oh, that's right. Kiefer was out there too. He knows exactly what I'm talking about because he was, how would you say, partaking in some of the conversations I was having on your server in Discord. So he said, if you don't draw the hypotenuse, it's not there. That's correct. Yeah, he's got it. These guys, they don't draw the opposite, right? For the most part, they're not drawing the opposite, not the hypotenuse. They're not drawing the opposite from the angle, which is ludicrous. But yeah, I understand what you're saying. Some of them don't. Some of them, who knows what they're doing? I mean,
and thanks for the super chat, Kiefer Green, by the way.
Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate that. Yep.
And we got Adam here. Adam, maybe Adam doesn't know anymore what tricycles are.
Tricycles.
People who ride tricycles know what triangles are. Well, even toddlers. Sorry for my lateness. It's pancake day here.
Sweet.
Ooh. Whoa.
Yeah, I love pancakes.
Me too. I
can't eat a lot of them though. Not anymore. When I was a kid, I used to be able to pound them, but now, man, just one really big one. I'm like 3 hours later. My goodness, maybe I shouldn't have done that. It starts to expand. I'm real careful with pancakes. I love them, right? So they have to be, how would you say, small.
Well, we have a thing that's called panzas, and it's a combination of a pancake with pizza.
Yes, you showed me that. It looked really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead and pull it.
Good.
Give me that picture again. Put it in BALLBUSTERS.
Oh, let me search that out for you.
Go search that out, and we can get Adam's opinion on. Did you listen to the blocks of instruction up to this point, sir?
I've literally just caught that you were going over triangles, but like I said, I've been busy making pancakes.
Okay, I just wanted to check. I didn't want to be redundant. So basically, in summary, I went over one presentation for flat earthers and third grade geometry graduates, and then one very short presentation for boltards. Essentially,
The latter describing triangles, I assume.
the triangles were strictly for third grade geometry graduates and flat earthers. I didn't expose them to triangles in my presentation to them.
Ease them in gently. Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm going to be gentle on them because they just can't handle that.
So, are you telling me you both celebrate Pancake Day as well?
Pancake. Whenever pancakes are there, yes, that's Pancake Day.
It's today.
Is it like an official holiday, or you just make pancakes randomly?
The colloquial term's Pancake Day. It's officially Shrove Tuesday, isn't it? The first day before Lent begins tomorrow. So,
Okay.
It's called Shrove Tuesday. So you use everything up, all your eggs, your milk, and your butter and stuff. It's a traditional day to eat loads, use it all up, because you're about to begin Lent tomorrow, aren't we? Oh, we used to. Anyway.
I remember something like that, before I reached the age of reason.
6 weeks then till Easter, you see. That's what it marks.
I did that. Yeah. We don't need to talk about that. All right. XB Black.
Hey, wait a minute. When it was the age of reason? That couldn't be far from yesterday.
But
Sorry, I had to shoot that one.
Jeez. Did you post? Yeah, you did. You did. So okay, I'll do it. She posted it. And make sure. Hold on a second. I'm in the wrong setup. Okay, which one is that? Okay, let me take that off. There you go, people. Go ahead, Betty.
It's really good, right? Looks good.
First, name it, and then the ingredients along with the sauce. Let's go.
Oh, come on, this is just an example, but you can see what there's on. Like, mushroom, tomato, cheese. I think little pieces of bacon, some more cheese, right? It's all there, and then that little sort of pot there, it contains what we call curry, which is sort of a how can you explain that? Well, you sometimes change that with like ketchup. Ketchup is like more with tomato and stuff, but this is more like spicy stuff. It's really nice.
Ketchup with a pancake pizza?
Yeah, you can also put syrup, but it's also good.
What the? What is going on out there?
Well, you should come over and taste this, because this is like yummy.
I don't.
And after 3 hours, we'll leave you alone, so that's good.
This isn't the picture you shown me before. This.
Oh well, yeah, there's many of them.
This doesn't look that good. It looks kind of plastic, like this is laid out for a little while and got cold.
This isn't plastic at all.
Did she rumpus me? Did you rumpus me?
Yes, I dared rumpus you.
I have to garnish your wages. Now let me finish what I was saying.
Oh, I never get any wages, so that's not an issue.
That's a red herring. Now.
Even that I don't get.
Yeah, but you eat them. Now, what I'm saying is,
exactly.
what I'm saying is, everyone can see this. It looks like it's been left out for a while. It's gotten cold. This doesn't look that appetizing. I'm going to tell you right now.
Oh, come on!
Give me another picture.
No.
You will.
This is the best one I could find.
Not acceptable.
Now, I got one with seafood on it. You want to see that one?
I don't think so.
I'm sure you wouldn't.
It's not for my sensibilities. This, I'm a sweet pancake man. I'm not a fan of savoury pancakes.
Okay.
I know the Dutch. They have centre parks here, and they have a Dutch pancake house. And I know you have all sorts of savoury stuff. I've tried a few, but
You with chicken and meat, other meat. Huh?
For me, it's lemon juice and sugar. At a push, I'd take a bit of syrup, maple syrup or treacle on it, but not a savoury pancake, man, mate.
Yeah, well, I like the combination of it. It's really good. I can't find
they were only ever sweet, so it weren't until I'd seen continental stuff where you do have them all rich. I mean, the most savoury I ever had was like my wife likes them with just butter, just salted butter on them.
Okay, yeah.
But that doesn't work.
Well, we like them with apple, right? Apple and cinnamon.
Yeah, very nice. Yeah, I could go that. I could do that. Gotta be sweet though. Not this. That just looks like a bad pizza, doesn't it? Just looks like a really.
Bad pizza? Come on! Is this daddy bashing day or what?
I'm just no. Unless you made it, not really. I'm just saying it. It looks like a poor quality pizza, doesn't it? Like
Oh hell! Well, it's wasted on you anyways. So that pancake house is like really busy all the time. So I don't think you even get in there, you guys. So stay out. Leave it for us.
There's a question out there. I'd like to get to a couple questions. You guys can go on after a bit. The first question, I got a question for QEXB. This was from XB Black Ice before I was interrupted by Betty. He said the question is, how dare you? Well, I dare. And the next one from the Fraction of Light at Quantum Eraser, why don't you debate Kent Hovind, Standing for Truth YouTube channel, said they set up a debate with Flat Earth Data, but why not for you? There's many questions here. Number one, Level Up already asked. That's right. I was going to ask that one. That no one asked me to. Number one, why don't you debate Ken Hovind? I wouldn't have a problem. What would the subject be? Flat Earth?
Evolution.
Yeah, it wouldn't be evolution, right?
Because I think you guys are on the same page on that one. But Flat Earth is the thing that you are differing.
Yeah, but I'm like 6 or 10 echelons higher on the evolution debate.
Oh hell! There we go.
Define evolution.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Standing for Truth YouTube channel said, who is Standing for Truth YouTube channel? Who's that? I have no idea.
It does ring a bell, but I don't know if it's one that's in our community.
And they said they set up a debate. So they are the ones from the Truth YouTube channel, I'd suppose. That's who they are? I don't know. Set up a date with Flat Earth Data, but why not you? I don't know. Ask them. This is quite troubling.
Kent is going out of his way, making heliocentrist videos defending the ball religion.
Yeah, I can't chase everybody down, man. I got things to do.
Right? If you catch him, then yeah.
I wouldn't mind if Kent would come on. I like Kent. I don't know. He just doesn't take it far enough, which is perplexing to me because I thought he's somewhat intelligent man. From all the arguments that he used against fairy tale evolution, he could just superimpose those, not the same arguments conceptually, the concepts behind the arguments. He can superimpose that on the heliocentric ball tard. It's the same. It's going to be the same end. So I don't want. Go ahead.
Invested in the Earth being a ball because I think they had a theory that before the flood there was maybe clouds or sort of a ice dome over the Earth or something, which collapsed because that was why the sea was like leveled up, right? The fountains of the oceans and the ceiling coming down basically, and then you'd be able to see.
Are you talking about Kent or somebody else?
Yeah, I think I've heard, but maybe I'm wrong. But so if I am, then excuse me. But I think that was one of these theories about before the flood and after the flood. So
right, one of his speculations.
Correct.
That's why I'm saying
Speculation.
Thanks, Neil.
What did you say?
He said correct speculation in that New York accent.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Well, because Kent pisses me off because the guy should be a flat earther by now. He's got no excuse.
Right. The fraction of light, they don't know who Quantum Eraser is. How would they not? Is as Quantum Eraser doesn't engage in that debate. What debate channel? I guess he's referring to the... What's that channel called again?
Modern day debate.
Flat Earth. I don't think he mentioned that. It was the other channel, wasn't it?
Yeah, I know, but I know that Kent Hovind has been on modern day debate, right?
Right.
That
I don't. He's calling it member standing for. He didn't capitalize it, so I don't know what he's talking about. Standing for Truth YouTube channel. He named it, so I don't know what that is.
Well, yeah, maybe they should put a link in the chat here in Discord.
Yeah.
You got another super chat, by the way.
I noticed. I let you have it. That's your job.
Oh, you let me have it, huh? Hey, QE. Made by Jim Bob is having guest on his streams. It would be cool to see you hop on. Much love. Sorry.
My lodge. What the heck,
Yeah,
Betty?
I scrambled that, didn't I?
I scrabbled that. Thanks for the super chat, Nick. You're saying made by Jim Bob. Do I know this person?
I don't know. There's people coming up in the server that are going Jimbo or something with Jimbo in their name. But that doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, I don't know made by Jim Bob either. I mean, seriously, these channels that you're throwing out, I'm not trying to get out of anything here. I don't know them. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, they should get into Discord and post the links to those channels.
Well, they better start knowing us.
Video, right?
They could do that. Sorry. They could do that, but is it just me or is it you guys? Do you guys have you heard of these?
No.
Okay.
Well, the for truth, standing for truth, it does ring a bell, but I don't know for sure.
Adam?
I used to watch Kent Hovind a long time ago, but I don't.
I didn't ask that question. What do you got? Pancakes on
I don't
the
know
brain?
any of that stuff. I was saying I don't know any of those sizes. Sorry, I just had to take a phone call, so I just heard that again. Sorry.
Okay.
My wife had to update me with the new password for the Netflix account.
Okay. Let me say it again. Let me say it.
That.
All right. You ain't going to miss it now.
No, I thought I got away with it, though.
Because I'm going to tell you. So standing. Wait, let me get this channel right. Where'd it go? Is it Standing for Truth?
Yeah.
YouTube? And made by Jim Bob. You heard of these?
I've heard of made by, like I said, I've not heard of the other one. But made by Jim Bob Arwin introduced me just to. I don't watch it. He's on my list.
Okay.
Thinking, but he's philosophical thoughts guy as far as where he sits in his car or in his room. Just like Arwin show, giving his view on the world. But the bit that struck me when Arwin was he's well up to date with the flat Earth debate stuff. Is the thing I remember with it. He's
okay.
Very savvy on that.
Okay.
Like we need another philosopher.
Yeah, like you'd know.
I was going to say that, but he probably would know.
Yeah. That's we have.
I found his channel on YouTube indeed, and there is a channel. This channel is official channel standing for truth.
Where'd you post it?
In the BALLBUSTERS live stream, and then this has disclaimer. Truth Ministries hosts many debates, interviews, and discussions. It would be noted that the views shared by the various guests that appear on this platform are not necessarily. And then
I got you.
Not there anymore.
Okay. Maybe I might check that out then. If it's in BALLBUSTERS, I might get to that. Probably not today, but I'll go ahead and check it out. And Made by Jim Bob, that's another one.
Oh, okay.
You would turn their world upside down, QE. That might be a little scary for them.
I'll just turn on the charm.
Which charm?
See, I give you hanging watermelon-sized curveballs, and you just don't know what to do with them.
I do, because I just also shoot them in.
That was a weak comeback. You got to be sharper than that.
Yeah, well, I have to give you a way out somehow.
I knew it.
I'm not going to sort of tear down my friend here.
Oh, no, you'd never do that.
I never do that.
Yeah, that's right. Schrodinger Tuesday. What is Schrodinger Tuesday there, Nathan? And it's Schroeder Tuesday here, so he said it a number of times. Oh, we eat cat on March.
Yeah.
We eat cat on March 1st, so I get it. Schrodinger, cat, got it.
So that channel that Made by Jim Bob has 9.05k subscribers.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't see what the attraction is. Just
Well,
see
they
a
just
guy with a beard in his car a couple of times, and I see Fauci, and that's
Yeah.
it. Yeah. Okay. Well,
He
I don't
got
know.
a tramp stamp, Betty.
Sorry.
Tramp stamp. Has he got a flat Earth label on him?
Tramp stamp? What did you say?
Yeah. Yeah. Called tramp stamp. If you go to like a lot of our channels, there'll be the flat Earth disclaimer, the archaic link to the Wikipedia. So say this is a flat Earth. You know that this is a flat Earth channel. Just to inform you, you know these people are retards. There's a tramp stamp comes up on.
Oh, that's so sorry. At the end, I got it right.
No, at the bottom underneath, like QE's not got one now. But if you go to one of Nathan's show, it will say.
You know that I had a different view on tramp stamp.
Yeah, go on.
You know what that is in here? What I think it is?
It's a love bite.
No. Here it is a tattoo that's just above the buttocks, right?
Oh,
So when you said that, I thought, what?
what is he on about now? Yeah, okay.
Well, just above your bum, basically. It's not exactly flat there, right?
Thanks, Betty.
Sorry, I had to give you visual.
I'm sure everyone in chat, everyone's going to listen, is absolutely clueless of what a tramp stamp is.
Well, you explain it to us, John.
I'm not going to explain it to you. I'm staying out of the discussion before you train wrecked it.
I didn't train wreck it.
Get to your job.
The thing is that if you just misunderstand someone, right, and you have a different view in mind, then you can get to different conclusions, right?
That's a fact.
And we have that all the time here in this flat land, right?
That's a fact. There's cross-cultural things. It's important to do that, but I think everyone knew what a tramp stamp was. Is that bad?
Alrighty then. So we got another super chat from Whiskey Shaman, and Jim Bob has done many commentaries on science versus scientism QE lectures.
Oh, really? Huh.
Were they any?
Well, that's interesting. Go ahead, Betty. Sorry.
I wonder what he did, what he said about them. Yeah.
Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
So I'll tell you what, let's try this little maneuver. Since I'm on every Tuesday, for the most part, why don't you invite Jim Bob over here?
We could be in his car too. You got another super chat. Super chat
wow.
day.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, from Canada, I think. Could you clarify your position on appeal of authority? It's fine to use to prove ball earth, or is it always a fallacy, or is it wrong, just wrong to claim that fallacy when you appeal to a non-qualified expert?
Oh, this has a few layers. So first, let's get to what an appeal to authority actually is, right? So an appeal to authority is appealing to someone that is not a subject matter expert in the area that's under discussion. That's the first thing. Your second part, is it fine to use to prove ball earth? Nothing's proving anything with a statement or a citation unless there's a demonstration of proof. Right now, people can say whatever they want. Remember, I always say this. Citations, any citation from anywhere you get it, because numpties publish, there's libraries of Congress of numpties publishing stuff. So you can get anyone to say anything, and that's fine. But on their face, no matter what, every single citation is a baseless assertion fallacy. Every single one of them. I don't care who they're from. It could be Richard Feynman. It could anyone. Just take your pick. Until such time as that claim or statement is demonstrable or demonstrated either by that person, and if you're citing them, if you're using that citation to support one of your claims, if that person that you're citing doesn't demonstrate it, then the onus is on you to demonstrate it. I hope that comes clear. 1 second, Kiefer Green. We'll get to you in 1 second. I love the super chats, by the way. My wife's going to love me today. Or is it wrong to claim that fallacy when you appeal to a non-expert? I think it was connected to the last one. You don't have to super chat again. Hopefully, you could just put your answer in chat. Did I explain that okay? You could just put that in chat, or if you need more clarification. You want to get to Kiefer Green?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm paying away Nathan's sin of eating fluffy 10 Hail Marys.
Oh, this has got to be something associated with Schrodinger and the cat and March 1st and dead cats. Yeah. Thanks, Kiefer. Nathan's retracting messages. It must have been bad.
It was.
It was. But where's she? The lunar node. Yes. Waiting for a response. If you need me to go over that again, I had no problem with it. If I screwed it up, don't hesitate to ask me to clarify.
How can you clarify a screw up?
Well, maybe I can go at it at a different direction. I don't think I would. I think it was.
If you screwed it up, it might have been that you just had it wrong. Right?
Shut up, Neil.
I'm laughing because she's got you there.
She doesn't got anything.
She got you.
By the
By the what? By the
I'm just sorry.
Go ahead, Adam.
I'm just wondering I'm trying to Lunar Nodes chat, and I'm wondering what is the point he or she is making. Is whether or not anybody that claims to know about ball Earth is automatically an appeal to authority fallacy, because technically there is no authority because it's not a ball. There is no actual authority. So every person that you claim can't be a subject matter expert, therefore it would automatically be an appeal to authority fallacy.
Well, I see the way you went at that. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, because who would be an expert on the ball Earth? Would it be any astronomy? Would it be astrophysics? Would it be cosmology? Would it be a geometry teacher? Geodesist?
Arwen.
Arwen. That's a good one. Hey, Nathan.
Oh, hello. I just, if I may, can I clear up what I think the confusion is with the appeal to authority versus a baseless assertion fallacy? Sure. I think that's where the mix-up comes up. So I think what the super chat is referring to is if somebody says, NASA says space is real. Is that an appeal to authority fallacy? Well, no. Space is their expert field, therefore they're the expert on space. But the claim being made in that instance is that space is real. So saith NASA. Well, that's a baseless assertion. That's all that is. So the fact that they say it, well, how do NASA prove that to be the case? Because if you're just citing them as saying it being the case, well, your citation is also just a baseless assertion because it's not backed by anything and it's not proving your point if you're arguing that space is real. So I would say that it's the difference between a citation that on its face value is a baseless assertion. That doesn't make it an appeal to authority fallacy. If you say, Mama told me that space is real, then that is an appeal to authority fallacy because Mama isn't an expert in space.
Got it. Yep. I see the way you went about it. Yeah, I see.
I'll use Nathan's analogy then, just to, because I'm reading it again, and I think what he's saying is, if you say space appeal to NASA, that's still an appeal to authority because NASA are an expert on something that doesn't exist, so there can't be an expert. It's an expert on fiction.
Just to let you know, Lunar Node said, I see already. So you're explaining these things when Lunar Node has said, I got it.
Oh, it's an interesting concept. Or is anything to do with space an appeal to authority? Because there is no actual ultimate authority because it's fiction.
That I think Nathan would have an objection to that. I think I see where he's coming from. Yeah.
Well, then.
Yeah, if you appeal to who wrote Lion the Witch, is it C.S. Lewis? Lewis Carroll? Who wrote Lion the Witch and the Wardrobe?
C.S. Lewis.
C.S. Lewis.
C.S. Lewis, yes.
Right. Okay. So if I discuss specific aspects of Narnia, and then I cite C.S. Lewis in terms of how Narnia physically functions, right? That is not an appeal to authority fallacy simply because Narnia isn't real. In the realm, albeit non-physical, non-real fiction of Narnia, C.S. Lewis is the expert. Therefore, if I'm going to talk about space, we must all accept this. I only see it as important because this nuance becomes critically important when you use a hostile witness. Understanding the appeal to authority fallacy is pretty critical because if someone calls you out on it, when you're citing what they claim as their claim, because you've got to get around that in this arena, right? The person that you're fighting against will often deny their own claim, and you end up bloody having to cite their own claim for them. No, you do claim this. Here it is. Here's your citation. But at that point, you're citing an expert in NASA for what they say space is, like C.S. Carroll would say, C.S. Lewis would say Narnia is. Now, if I'm citing that to prove Narnia is real, then it's a baseless assertion just because C.S. Lewis Carroll, whoever it is, says that it's real in his description doesn't ultimately make it real. It's not backing evidence to prove physicality in the citation, no matter what citation you get in regards to Narnia.
Right.
But it's still not an appeal to authority fallacy. So right. I only stress it because of the importance when it comes to hostile witnesses. That's the reason I wanted to stress it.
Yep. He's correct, Adam. Did you get what he said?
Yes, but I want to make one point. So with regards to hostile witness, we would use them in their citation of things like natural law. But when it comes to space, they've got nothing to back it up. So
that's true.
Is just fiction. Therefore, there is no qualification. There is no ultimate point of reference for Narnia because it is fiction. If you want to talk about what's contained within the fiction, you can talk about that, but you can't reify it or demonstrate its reifiability. Or yeah, you can't. I think there's a nuance there still because that I would still cite NASA as a hostile witness. Actually, laugh at that point and maybe, and it is tongue in cheek, go along with it and say, yeah, actually, technically, it's an appeal to authority because the only authority there is natural law, which says that's nonsense. So therefore, they can't be the authority because they're against natural law. So by default, the position they hold makes them a non-expert because they're contradicting everything else that they're citing with authority that we would agree with.
Here we go again.
Okay, no, with that qualification, I agree with you. Because, at that point, it becomes appealing to their authority in terms of physics and the physicality of our... Then they're not the authority on that. So then it is an appeal to authority, correct? With that caveat.
Betty, you want me to take the... let me take this one from Theo Megawordy. Don't make me come in there and explain appeal to authority fallacy. I'm the authority on appeal to authority, and I authoritatively appeal to it.
Class.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, I, we can go on and on about this, but I think Lunar Node has got it. Wait a second to post it again. Hold on. So Lunar Node says, so if someone says NASA says space is real, that is an appeal to authority. But if someone says C.S. Lewis says space is real, it's an appeal to authority fallacy.
No, they're both appeals to authority. If you say C.S. Lewis says space is real, or NASA say space is real, in this context, because of what Anton's just detailed, which may have come while you were writing that super chat, that is an appeal to authority, because in terms of descriptions of physical reality, when referencing space in citation from NASA, they are not the authority on the physical and natural world when it comes to that region, the sky. They're not the authority. Therefore, if you appeal to them and say, because NASA provide this citation or provide this space feed, I'm appealing to, somebody who can give correct information. They are the authority on it. Therefore, you can't accuse me on an appeal to authority fallacy. But they're not the authority on physical reality. They're lying about it. Therefore, it is an appeal to authority fallacy to appeal to either in regards to space, which isn't real. It's not the natural world. If you're suggesting that it is.
But superficially, if you would be in court and you're cross-examining these numpties and you said appeal to authority, that wouldn't fly.
That was what I was going to caveat. This only applies to us with our understanding in a way, or you have to demonstrate that the gas law without a container point within the court show that their position is in opposition to natural law, so it can't have authority because it's in opposition to natural law.
Yes,
but that would be hard enough to prove first. Yeah, you'd probably better off in a court of law deferring to them as an actual authority.
Yeah, that's the next step, though. Initially, that's not, right? That's the next step. You can show that they're not an actual authority, and then it would be an appeal to authority. Follow?
For us, in court, it would be the subtle difference between us using an appeal to authority fallacy and them being guilty of fraud.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, that was a really good question, by the way. I'm glad I snatched that from chat. It's good to go over that. I hope there's people out there that are not confused.
Well, I hope so too. I mean, I want to expand on my I don't normally join, other than as Betty mentioned to plug my own show. Subscribe to Nathan Oakley 1980 and Nathan Oakley respectively.
Dot Carol.
Well, this is partially why the majority of the Western world are deceived. I'm not saying that a direct misunderstanding about the appeal to authority fallacy is the reason, but I'm saying if you can quantify how people misunderstand it, you can understand how the Western world appeal to authorities incorrectly.
Sure. And
will call people out for going to an expert on a subject matter as a fallacy or somehow wrong. Flat earthers do it, or did back in 2015 when they're like, well, you're not going to do your own research just because somebody in an expert field has said it and showed it to be true. Doesn't mean it's so. You're like, my God, you conspiratard. There is a level that I will accept. Come on, be reasonable. But ultimately speaking, this misapprehension has led people to appeal to an authority about their natural world. And the person who's built themselves up as an authority actually does have a lot of credibility in a lot of what they publish and do. I'm not going to decry NASA, some of their actual advancements of humanity in terms of aeronautics and various other aspects of technology.
Yep.
You can't really decry that. You know, they are on the cutting edge of many different things, but they also position themselves as an authority on all these different subject matters, and they are experts. We often reference them as experts to support us, not as hostile witnesses, but they've also sandwiched in this subset category of non-reality and also positioned themselves as the expert of that, and then preached it as your world. Now, obviously, we appreciate that the entire pyramid of subterfuge when it comes to being a subject matter in any of the other fields is all a foundation for the pyramid top, the what do they call it, the stone cap top thing, the top of the pyramid being them deceiving you about the entirety of your worldview. But a misapprehension about what is an authority and what isn't an authority leads most of the Western world to just accept that we are on a sphere flying through space because NASA says so. That's something we seldom talk about on the debate. We very rarely get into NASA because we debunk it with the second law of thermodynamics. So it just never comes up anymore. But I sometimes neglect or am, complacent about the fact that the rest of the Western world just appeals to NASA. That's the end of it. That's the end of the looking into it. Well, of course we're on a ball. NASA says we're on a ball, and here's the pictures to show it. And why would they lie? They're an expert in everything, including our natural world. And that's where they're actually not, as we get into it, to the conclusion, and why Lunar Node Superchat got me on the show. It's an appeal to authority fallacy when you appeal to them for your natural world, because they are definitely not the expert in that.
Thanks. I appreciate that, Nathan. Articulated that very well.
Thanks for the super chat, Supernode, Lunar Mode, Supernode,
Supernode, Carol, Supernode, Carol.
The rest of the point was concise. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. Subscribe to Nathan Oakley 1980.
We got another question. BCFC. I don't know if that's a question though. QE, your Ballbuster 66 was fantastic. Love it and well explained. Well, thank you. What's Ballbuster 66, man?
Well, let me
go check it.
Oh, you're doing that?
Yeah, I'll check it.
Okay, good.
Where am I going? I'll just go to the thumbnail.
If it's an explanatory thumbnail.
Yeah, it should tell me the subject. Ballbuster 66. Oh, yeah. Ballbuster 66 was Snell's law and the paradox with terrestrial refraction. That was a really good one. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, I enjoy that one. And Nathan speaks to this all the time. He talks about what the ballers, not only, but I don't want to limit it to ballers, but what people think about refraction, what they're actually doing is using an equivocation fallacy. Equivocation fallacy is using two or more definitions of a word or a phrase in a single argument for a single phrase or term, right? So they'll flip-flop. They call it a bait and switch. So refraction is known as Snell's law. That requires two mediums, that is water and air. There's got to be an interface because that's where you get refraction from, right, of light. You must have two interfaces. There's no question about it, right? But with terrestrial refraction, there is no two interfaces, so it's not refraction. I hope you guys follow that. Nathan goes into it on many shows, but go ahead.
This was the lovely gift. This is one of the beautiful finds you from Andrew Thomas Young that made me smile that you pulled out in this, isn't it? The horizontal ray paradox.
Yeah, we used to go on and on about that, right? What did I used to say to you? I can't even remember.
It's my favorite. I'm going to read it. It's that horizontal rays do not cross any horizontal boundaries between denser and less dense air in a striated atmosphere. Andrew Thomas Young. The gradient is not a boundary. That to me is, we were talking about hostile witnesses. That's just a fantastic thing. He actually says, even though you attribute this bending of light to be through the different layers of the atmosphere, That doesn't happen.
Yeah, that's right. It was a
Different layers.
yeah.
We
It
word
was
it
good.
so eloquently.
Yeah. It's easy to catch them, especially when they put their claims in different documents that are contradictory to the other claims they put in other documents. It's pretty funny. So back to lunar node. Authority can mean just an expert, but it also can infer that you must believe that too. I think there's some confusion in what the word means too. That authority can mean just an expert, but it also can infer that you must believe that too. Not following that.
I would suggest that might be with regards to what we're saying, with regards to NASA. Yeah. So we've got to believe that space exists for us to give them the authority to be an expert in that. Yeah. And as we have logic and natural law to contradict the authority in that, we're not going to authorize them as an expert in that field. But rockets, helium usage, CGI, I would allow them the title expert in those particular fields. So I think that's the point he's making. Whereas your mainstream Joe public would give them that authority, but they would give it and struggle after we opposed it, wouldn't they? They'd struggle with the opposition, why we're singing it. But automatically, yeah, because we live in a society where space is real. They are the authority on that real space to Joe public.
Yeah, it would be superficial. They would be an expert superficially until they got tore apart, and then you could invoke an appeal to authority fallacy in that particular situation. Not at Jump Street, but after you deconstruct it. How about that? Cool. We good?
I think so.
Because I think it's about that time, Betty.
Do you think that you have to instruct the ballers now with a instruction thing?
What?
Or is that at the end?
Instruct the ballers with what? I already gave them a block of instruction.
I thought that was for the flat earthers.
No, you seem to have missed it. Maybe you fell asleep or something. So the first part the first part of the block of instruction that occurred earlier, and you can listen back to it, was, remember I said this is for the flat earthers and third grade geometry graduates. And that was with triangles and elevation angles. Remember we seen the two triangles, two right angles? And then I said, then I stopped more or less and said, okay, this is for the ball-tards, and this is what my block of instruction was.
Well, I thought that you would have two specific, sections.
I did. I just didn't show it. I just verbalized the second section.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so the second section was, I took all the triangles out of it, and I just said, please show an elevation angle using a curved baseline.
Okay.
Yeah. That was and by the way, that was in the original question. Remember the 3 questions that we started out with a few months ago? That question was stated exactly like that.
Can you state those again? Maybe some people haven't heard those.
I'd have to go find them again. Thanks.
Yeah, well, you knew them, right? Because you just said that there were 3.
Yeah, I knew that. I know the last one. I know I stated that one. I could state them, but I'd paraphrase them, but I don't want to do that. I want to get the exact one.
Oh, they're also to be found on your website, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I think so. I should have went there.
Yeah. We had these lines like flip over cards, sort of, with the answers to the questions.
That's correct. So here's the questions. Literally. Number 1, are sextants used by mariners to successfully navigate using the relationship between the Earth's surface and celestial objects? That's number 1. Are sextants used to obtain elevation angles from your position to celestial objects? That's question number 2. Number 3, can you obtain an elevation angle from a curved adjacent, and in parentheses I put curved baseline or dash spherical surface. So I had all the bases covered right from Jump Street.
Yeah, I'll put the direct link to the Sextant proof on your.
Sorry about that. I'm a little slow, Betty. You kind of segue. You wanted me, you know, it was a teaser to go ahead and pull up the website, right?
Well, yeah. Well, I posted the link now into the chat too. People can go there. But I mean, it's a nice feature what we made there with the flip overs and stuff.
Well, I might as well go there now since I ruined it. Right? So here we go, folks, on the website, right? Number one ball killer. Yeah, we got about 6 or 7 number one ball killers, man. It's just how we roll. So this is the elevation angles and what Betty's talking about. If you scroll down. Oh, let's go back up here. Oh, my God, look. QE didn't put the opposite side of the triangle there. Oh, that's not a triangle. My God. Oh, but then again, there it is again. Now he did. Now everything's okay. Unbelievable. All right, here they are. Attention to all flat earthers. Let me try something here. Aha. Attention to all flat earthers. The official end of the ball tard spinning space monkey religion is here. Follow these 3 easy steps. Here we go for you. We'll do it again. Number 1, are sextants used by mariners to successfully navigate using the relationship between the Earth's surface and celestial objects? If you want the answer, you just go there and it'll flip over for you. Next, number 2, are sextants used to obtain elevation angles from your position to celestial objects? Yes. Number 3, can you obtain an elevation angle? Oh, nope. Can you obtain an elevation angle from a curved baseline spherical surface? Like I said, that's how it was originally addressed, and obviously nope. So there's no way out. What?
That third one.
Nope.
Correct answer is no, 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 no.
That's right. That's right. I forgot about that one. Yep. So there you go, guys. Go on the website. This is all for you. This just isn't mine. You could copy all this stuff and use it at your leisure.
Well, it is yours, but they can use it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It looks nice. The website looks good.
Yeah,
I'm glad
it
it's back
does.
up. And thanks, Davey, again for making the website.
Shout out to Davey.
Yep.
Now, Betty.
Yeah.
Time for final thoughts.
Just me or all the others too?
What do you think?
Well, let me go to not AI Overlord.
I think he's just listening. He said he was just listening before, but you can try.
Yeah. I don't know if you can speak, but if you can, then unmute yourself. Then I don't think so.
No, he's just listening.
Okay. And then we got JGoal76. I unmuted you. Can you talk? Maybe also a listener. I think he's just listening in too. Well, again, to go to Neil. Neil, any last thoughts?
Hello?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, outstanding as usual.
Thank you.
All right.
Always outstanding. Very good. My education, I got to get a bigger brain.
No, you don't. Just keep everything concise, man. You hear a lot of trash out there. Just take the good stuff, eat the meat, spit out the bones, and make it really uber concise. You get it? You don't need a big brain for this.
All right. And we go to Skeptical. Hi, Skeptical. Can you talk?
Oh yeah. Hello guys.
Hey, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm late today. I'm really sorry. Even I'm not aware of today's topic, to be honest. But yeah, I have no thoughts really. I have no thoughts.
Okay. It's basically triangles that we are on about.
Because I came really pretty late, so sorry. I lost track and
No worries.
yeah.
Go back and to the beginning and see the presentation that QE made. Pretty
Yeah,
good.
I will indeed. I will definitely do. Thank you.
Okay, thanks for being here. Well, and then we go to Adam.
Final thoughts.
Yeah.
Don't do it, Adam.
No. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna. I was just.
Don't do it.
He's got his finger. He's got his finger over that button. I'll keep it simple then. Pancakes should be sweet, not savoury. Is my final thought.
Oh God, no, Adam. When you are able to just get here in Holland and we go to that place where they have those, right? And I'll treat you to a savory one.
Ew.
Ew. All right.
All right, your final thoughts, Betty, and any anticipatory things coming up in the near future.
Yeah, I don't think that I can have such a thing happening. I don't even know how to pronounce that. What you just said. Anticipatory. Next Thursday won't be my presentation won't be ready. I hope that I have something ready for the next week, but it's still on the works.
If the temperature's above 50 degrees, the next week it won't be ready again.
Oh yes, it will.
Now you listen to me, young lady.
Oh come on, John. It's very important that that the information gets out.
Okay. Well, we'll just make it tentative. There's nothing Thursday. Your final thoughts on triangles and triangles.
Tricycles.
Tricycles, yeah, and Carol.
It should be a movie, name of a movie for toddlers. Triangles and tricycles.
Yep.
How to navigate. It's kind of cute.
yeah, like it. Thumbnail, please.
How do you say that? How to triangulate your tricycle on a triangle? Something. The first one was better, right?
Yeah, I think the first one was better. It had potential, but you lost it right at the end.
Yeah. Well, there's something in there. That's for sure, right?
Oh, there's something in there. Okay.
I heard 10th Man say something in his presentation. To be or not to be. He said a couple of times, and I forgot about it. And I found it so beautiful that he said what he said.
I must
Can you
have missed
remember?
it. I don't.
I need to sketch that up because it was good.
That was mine.
What? Oh well, Adam. Then you know, right? To be and then what?
Yeah. So it's let me pull it up. It's under the Sextant file. So it was just when we were doing the stuff on the Sextant. I tried to take a little bit. We had the to dip or not to dip. I took that phrase and just rewrote it. So I'll read it now then.
Yeah.
Dip or not to dip. That is the correction. So that it is nobler for the sextant to suffer the limitations of artificial horizons, or to take the eye against the sea of troubles, and by opposing, end them to define a level.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. So to dip or not to dip, that's the correction, right? That's the sentence that stuck out for me. To dip or not to dip, that's the correction.
Did you first heard that the other day? You just kind of put the flag on your back that says you haven't been listening to the shows.
Oh the hell! I got other stuff to do.
I know that. I know it. All right. Anything else?
Well, is that enough?
Yeah, it's enough. If you're done, you're done. You know.
Yeah, there's no more super chats to shout out, and I want to thank all the people today because that was really good of them to do, right?
Yeah.
Really good things and stuff.
The past couple shows have been outstanding. They've been it's yeoman work, man. Yep. All right. Is that it?
Yeah.
Because I'm going to round out. All right.
All right. Good.
Thanks, guys, for coming. It's really just as simple as what I just went over in the beginning and a couple small parts through it concerning triangles. And it just boils down to elevation angles, and this argument's over. It's been over ever since it first came up. These are just death throes from boneheads. So listen, hang in there. We'll catch you on the flip side. Out.
Horizon that we're saying is not physical. It's
No,
refractive.
nothing. You like. Hold your hand out in front of you. Is that your physical hand you're seeing?
Correct.
No, it's not. Hold your hand out in front of you. Is that your physical hand you're seeing?
Correct.
No, it's not. Hold your hand out in front of you. Is that your physical hand you're seeing?
Correct.
No, it's not.